Greetings, welcome, and salutations. I am Theme Song Fan, the fan of theme songs, and in this video series, we're going to be listening to Warhammer 40K stories. Not my own, though, as much as I would enjoy narrating them. That's not the point of this series. Nor is this series intended for fans of 40K, at least not directly. No. The idea behind this series is something much more malevolently entertaining. I am creating a playlist of videos intended for YouTube reactors who know nothing about 40K to react to for the amusement of the rest of us 40K fans. I'm one of those arrogant buttholes who loves watching gullible, clueless victims of their subscribers react to shocking and confusing stories they know nothing about. And 40K has plenty of potential to be one of those stories. But there's so much lore and so many stories in 40K that trying to blind dive into the franchise is basically impossible. So, I had the idea to make a series of videos designed for reactors to jump into a 40K story with only a bare minimum amount of background lore that would be known to one of the protagonists in the story. And since we don't want to give our reactors too many answers too quickly, a lot of the early videos are going to be focused on poor, clueless characters who know next to nothing and have been thrust straight into horror stories. As the series progresses, though, and lore is drip-fed bit by bit, we will eventually get to a point where we move past pure horror and into the more heroic or philosophical tales. If you are watching this as someone already familiar with 40K, and you are a sadistic butthole like me, then by all means go out and find some unfortunate sucker to start watching this with, be it a professional YouTuber who will upload the reaction and become a slave to their subscribers' sadistic demands for more, or someone you know personally so you can be entertained by them. And if you are the unfortunate sucker, well, all jokes at your expense aside, I do hope you will find this series fun and entertaining. For you, I intend this to be the fastest way to jump into 40K stories without slogging through hours upon hours of lore videos for context over the course of half a decade, like I did. Please watch the series in order using the playlist for the best experience. 3 rules before we begin. Rule number 1. I am not the original creator of any of these stories. Links to the original video are down in the description below, so if you were entertained by their work, please click on that link and drop a like on their video to make sure the algorithm knows that they make good stuff. Rule number 2. The starting point of these videos is the part where I provide a minimal amount of background context from the perspective of one of the characters in the story you will listen to, usually. A timestamp will be provided in the description of each video, so you won't have to listen to this whole intro every single time and can just skip to the starting point. And finally, rule number 3. Pay attention to this one, because this is one of the most fundamental rules of Warhammer 40,000. Everything is canon, but not everything is true. This means that everything is a mix of truth, exaggeration, mistakes, censored histories, and blatant lies. And this is true for the background lore I provide you too. Do not assume that I'm being straight and objective with you, because I'm not. Everything in 40K is biased, and it's up to you to discern the facts from the fiction and form your own theories. So then, are you ready to have your mind tested? Yes? No? Too bad. Here we go. Today, to make up for the mean bait-and-switch ending from yesterday, I'm going to show you Reactors' The Astartes Project fan film, so you can witness the Emperor's Angels at their finest. However, given that this fan film contains a lot of fan elements, I don't really have any additional background information to add this time. Not that it's needed, because, well, this video is just awesome for a blind reaction by itself due to how it's raw, overwhelming epicness. So, enjoy!
Astartes.